Every abandoned theatre eventually falls silent. The Grand Onyx Theatre never did. For more than a century, police reports, maintenance journals, and private recordings have all documented the same impossible event every night. At exactly 11:47 p.m., music begins echoing from the orchestra pit. The impossible part isn't the music. It's that no musician has been seen inside the Grand Onyx Theatre since November 14, 1892. The recovered payroll records list 31 musicians, a full orchestra assembled for the theatre's opening night. Each musician signed the attendance ledger only hours before the performance. Every instrument was inspected, every chair assigned. Nothing in the surviving records suggested anything unusual, until investigators noticed something strange. The orchestra pit was built differently from every other theatre of its time. Its foundation extends several meters deeper than required. No architectural notes explain why. 3 pages of the original construction plans are missing. The archive claims they were destroyed in the fire. I don't believe they ever burned. Witnesses describe opening night as elegant. The audience applauded. Jonathan Vance welcomed the city's elite. Clara Vance waited behind the curtain. The orchestra began the overture precisely at 8 o'clock. Then, several witnesses reported hearing something unusual beneath the music. At first, they assumed it was another instrument. Others believed someone was whispering beneath the stage. No recording confirms those claims. Yet 12 independent witness statements describe hearing the exact same phenomena. Then panic spread through the theatre. The fire began. Guests fled. Actors disappeared. Smoke filled the auditorium. But according to every surviving testimony, the orchestra never stopped playing. Investigators entered the orchestra pit several hours after the catastrophe. They expected bodies, broken instruments, evidence of panic. Instead, they found perfect order. 31 chairs remained exactly where they had been before the performance. 31 music stands still faced the conductor's podium. Every sheet of music remained open to the same page. Every violin rested carefully beside its chair. The musicians themselves had vanished. No blood, no footprints, no signs of struggle, not even unfinished drinks. It was as though the orchestra had simply stopped existing. Curiously, the official investigation never mentions the missing musicians. Only the audience, only the actors. Entire sections of the report appear to have been rewritten. The first modern reports appeared in 1986. Night security guards repeatedly complained about orchestral music after closing hours. Management assumed teenagers had entered the abandoned building. They searched the theater. Nothing. So they installed audio recorders. Every recording begins at exactly 11:47 p.m. Never earlier, never later. Music continues for approximately 12 minutes, then stops, as though the performance had reached its final movement. Audio experts compared the melodies to more than 12,000 known classical compositions. none matched. The orchestra appears to be performing a piece that has never existed. Recovered witness interviews reveal one final contradiction. Most visitors claim the music sounds familiar, yet no two people describe the same melody. Plus, some hear lullabies. Others hear wedding music. One investigator claimed he heard the song his mother sang the night before she died. Perhaps the orchestra isn't performing music. Perhaps it's performing memory. If that's true, then the theater isn't preserving songs. It's preserving people. Most investigators believe the orchestra disappeared during the catastrophe. I believe something far worse happened. The Grand Onyx Theatre doesn't preserve lives. It preserves performances. That is why Jonathan still smiles. Why Clara still dances. Why the projector still rolls. And why the music never stops. Tell me, my darlings, if you heard your own name whispered between the violins, would you keep listening just a little longer? We've saved you a seat.